The Little Cough by Ursula Dubosarsky. There was a cough, and then another. The little cat ran to her mother. "What can we do?" "Well, wash your paws and all your claws. We'll stay inside and shut the door. You'll laugh and hide and read and draw. And think of all the games you'll play. You'll sleep and eat, and then one day you'll see the door is open wide, the sun will shine, you'll run outside. Just look at how I've grown, you'll say, since all the time I've been away. So, wash your paws and don't feel blue. The little cat knows what to do. And wait until the morning when our big old world is right again. Hello, it's Emily and welcome to another little poem lesson that we're going to explore today. It's There Was a Little Cough by Ursula Dubosarsky, and I really enjoy this poem and the little story that it tells, and it deals with something that's quite serious, the current state of our world with the COVID-19 virus, and but it tells children what to do to stop the spread of germs and any viruses through a little cute story of the kitten and her mother cat, telling us how to keep ourselves clean and healthy. So we're going to break down this poem into a few little sections that we'll talk about and then put it all together, talking about articulation, pause, facial expressions, and some little gestures that you can do to add a little bit of extra interest to the performance of the poem. Well, the words to our poem, There Was a Little Cough, will be in the description box below. So click on that and make sure you read the poem out loud. Don't just say it in your head. Make it nice and strong and clear, and check that you understand all the words, and then we can get started. Well, let's first of all talk about the ways we can make our speech sounds nice and clear using articulation throughout the poem. There's a lot of words that end in t, so what and shut. There's just some examples. So in the opening lines, the kitten says to her mum, "What can we do?" So making sure that sound at the end of the what is nice and clear. And then at the ends of some of the lines, there's some vowel sounds that we need to make nice and strong. For example, day and play and away, and then blue and do. So the way to make those nice and clear, to just stretch those sounds out, make your sound travel right through to the end of the line, to make them nice and strong. And then the words that end in D as well, outside and inside, lots of words ending in D, and then those words ending in T, and then those nice strong vowel sounds. Then at the very end, when there are words that end in N, the N sound, wait until the morning when you just hold that N sound at the end as well. Our big old world is right again, and make your voice nice and strong at the very end. Here are some facial expression ideas that you can incorporate into the poem, and it just adds a bit of interest here and there, make your face come alive and help convey the meaning and the mood of the poem. In the first opening lines, look quite shocked and serious. There was a cough, and then another. The little cat ran to her mother. And then in the second section, looking a bit puzzled and confused. What can we do? And then when the mother replies, she knows, so a knowing look on her face, a mother look, well, wash your paws. A little bit bossy too. And all your claws. We'll stay inside and shut the door. And there the mum can be a little bit happy and a little bit excited, trying to share what exciting things that they're going to get up to doing while they're inside. And for example, all the games, when you say, think of all the games you'll play. You'll sleep and eat, and then one day, and then get ready to do a really big excited expression. You'll see the door is open wide. The sun will shine. You'll run outside. And then looking really proud when you're speaking about how you've grown. Just look at how I've grown, you'll say, since all the time I've been away. And then it's a little bit cheeky at the end when you're doing that. So, wash your paws and don't feel blue. The little cat knows what to do. And wait until the morning when. And then look really excited. Our big old world is right again. Now let's just practice together where the cat speaks to her mother, changing to two different characters, changing your voice and also changing two different angles. So it's a little bit involved there. So just practice turning from one side and then have a little pause and then turn to the other side. So do this with me. Turn to the side. Turn to the other side. And now let's add those facial expressions, looking puzzled, to the first side. And then turning and doing the bossy mother facial expression. And now let's add the words. So now you become the little kitten and then the mother cat. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What can we do? Well, wash your paws, her mother said, and all your claws. How did you go? Let's just try it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What can we do? Well, wash your paws, her mother said, and all your claws. That was good. Now let's practice the facial expression at the end of the poem, where it's a little bit cheeky and a little bit sort of serious at the same time, because you've got that important message to share with everyone. So it's that so moment. Are you ready? Try it with me. 1, 2, 3. So, wash your paws and don't feel blue. The little cat knows what to do. So it's sort of like you're sharing a little secret and making a connection with the audience and wanting them to listen to you. And so you're being a bit friendly with them and sharing this important little tip to make sure that everyone stays healthy. Try it again. 1, 2, 3. So, wash your paws and don't feel blue. The little cat knows what to do. Good job. Here's some gestures that you can use throughout the poem. Gestures are little movements with your hands mostly that just add a little bit of visual interest and help to explain the meaning of the poem. So in the first section, we'll stay inside and shut the door. So you just do a shutting action with one hand. And the next line, the poem talks about a few fun things. You'll laugh and hide, and you just bend down and hide, pretend you're hiding, and then you open up your book to pretend you're reading and pretend you're drawing. So there's a few actions there. Try them with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You'll laugh and hide and read and draw. And then there's more actions in this next section. You'll sleep, so pretend to go to sleep, and eat, and then one day, so you can hold up one finger for one day. Try them with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You'll sleep and eat, and then one day. And then the door gets open wide, and so you can do a little run on the spot because you're excited that you get to run outside. You'll run outside. Off you go. Try running on the spot. Ready? You'll run outside. Then you stretch your body up tall, like you've grown up so tall and high. And you could even put your hands on your hips and turn a little bit like that. Just look at how I've grown, you'll say, since all the time I've been away. So one finger holding up like that on the so. Wash your paws. So make sure you're doing a hand washing action there, and also at the beginning of the poem when the mother cat says, wash your paws, her mother said, and all your claws. So you put your hands forward to show your claws. Try that with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wash your paws and all your claws. So I used some socks on my hands that had the patterns of cat paws on them, and you could have something fun like that on your hands, or even just a bit of fur on the tops of your hands to look like they're your cat paws. And then at the very end you can do a really fun jump in the air or a big pose with your hands, because it's a fun, exciting ending. Our big old world is right again. So you can do again or again. It could be whatever you would like to choose. So try something with me now. Ready? Together? 1, 2, 3. Our big old world is right again. Good job, that was pretty good. Let's speak about how to use pause throughout the poem. At the beginning of any poem, after announcing the title and the author, always give a short 2-second pause just before you begin the first line of the poem. That just gives yourself a chance to settle, and the audience, the people listening, a little bit of a chance to settle too. So here's the title. There Was a Little Cough by Ursula Dubosarsky. There was a little cough. and then another. The little cat ran to her mother. Then when the characters in the poem speak to each other, when there's a little pause between the characters so that we know there are two different voices, what can we do? Well, wash your paws. So you make sure that you can also turn slightly different angles as well to show there's two different voices, and then that little break in between. When there's a lot of doing things in the poem as well, there's a lot of action things. So just pause between each of those things. You'll sleep and eat, and then one day you'll see the door is open wide. So at the end of one day, have a little pause there too, just so it's a bit of a surprise moment that you create on you'll see the door is open wide. So just pausing just to create that little bit of drama. Then when you are just about to say the very last line, the last two lines on the so, wash your paws and don't feel blue. That little so, let your voice bend down and back up. And then have a little wait moment because you're about to say the important bit of information. Wash your paws. And then at the very end, pause slightly for about 2 seconds when you're saying the very final word. Our big old world is right again. And you just wait for that final moment to show that you're finished. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little cough poem today and learnt some more about how to use articulation and pause and facial expressions and some gestures throughout the poem. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you can hit that subscribe button and check out lots of other poetry performances in our performance poetry library. Bye for now.